2-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, Garoppolo being chased out left, and he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. That swung out to Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 13. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Mitchell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Pushes him aside at the 45. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Remain for second down.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He gets it to Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10.
56. I got you. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, come on.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
56. 65. Hey, gun. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And they rattle off a big one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Lance now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Mitchell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his fourth touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Right back to Mitchell on second down. Room here to run. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 38-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Mitchell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, it's an important win in terms of staying in the...
I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty, there's more.